Mamas.
Hey.
I wanna introduce a new segment to the show.
Okay.
Right? It's called This and That. It's a little
This
game.
and that.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanna know beer or cider.
Beer.
I have flying fish here.
Okay.
The new flavors are dry.
But it's a flavored beer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would love for you to taste this,
Okay.
rate it,
All right.
and give your honest review.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right.
So let me just open this one for you.
Oh, I thought we were going to drink together. No, come on. I
Definitely.
can't drink on
Cheers,
my own.
Titulo.
First of all, 10 points for the twist top.
Right.
Because there's nothing worse than having to like fake a conversation with some guy who
Imagine.
like that's so boring. So
Love
shout
that.
out.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like Saturday in the hood with my cousins.
Right.
Like my sister's blue Ford Fiesta
You understand?
cooler box.
Open boots.
Like, yes, you know,
With the
it
mixed
tastes
grain.
like that. It tastes like
Right?
that. It
Home.
tastes like that. I like it.
Out of 10. I want to hear this.
I think with drinks, you always have to check how it makes you feel,
Right.
you know. So I'll give it for like an 8.
8.
It could be a
that.
10 depending on how it would make me feel the next day.
Fact, okay.
But it's
I can
really
take that.
delicious. I like it.
I love that. Now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay.
Still on this and that.
Uh-huh.
I want to hear your thoughts. Nadia Nakai or Di Koala?
This and that. You know, that's the thing. It's like, is it this or is it that? I think obviously Nadia is the god, the goat, the OG, the blueprint. Like, she's been doing this thing for a very long time. So you always gotta respect that and go with that. I'd put my money on that, you know? But I think D is very exciting. Like, D is a product of like all the hard work that a person like Nadia Nakai would have put in. If you ever have seen D Koala in Cape Town, guys, it's another thing. She is the queen of the Cape. I think she also just came with a style that like now a lot of other people are doing. Or maybe I'm not too clued up on the origins of like that kind of rap, but like D's amazing. And when she came through, like she totally killed it. Also highly respected by the gods. I think once Ricky gave her that stamp of approval, she showed up and she like actually, you know, showed us why he trusted her, and she's fire. She's amazing. I think I'll choose to drink. Can I drink? If I can't pick, can I rather drink? Because they both like, you know, and it's Women's Month. I want it all, actually. I want both
right?
of them.
Both.
I
okay.
want this and that. I don't want to choose.
Cheers to both.
Just to both, babe. Like, I want a beer that's flavored at the same time. I want both.
Why not?
You know?
I'm still going to make it difficult for you.
Why did I agree to play this game?
Right. Now this is where it gets spicy.
Okay.
Same game. 2 options. Pick one. But this is for the rest of your life.
Hectic. Okay.
Still on Nadia and D. I still need you to pick one for the rest of your life to listen to.
Nadia, I guess, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah, Nadia. If I have to pick one, I'll go with Nadia.
She's queen.
But I mean, like, come on, D. Also, don't hit me with a culture collector crop of now making it seem like I'm fried. D. Love D, but I think, yeah. I mean, I've been listening to Nadia in the car for 10 years.
Wow.
You know?
That's a long time.
So she's kind of part of the system.
She's queen.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. I know you're babe for drip. You know, you always dressed up. I want to know which local luxury brand. Richinisi, aka 2 million, or Tebe Makoko. For the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life? that's tough. I mean, they're both really fire. I think Tebe, I love like Tebe's dust references, like when he like has his grandmother and the church stuff and all of that. Like his references are always so relatable and great.
Right.
Love Tebe, but I think if for the rest of my life, maybe Rich, because Rich can get a bit cunty. You know, he can serve me like hectic, like a thong moments, and then like we can go to a business meeting and then we can like hit the stage and we can like,
Why not?
you know, so probably Rich. Yeah.
Rich. Okay. I know you love comfort. But I know when you dress up, babe, and love
Platforms
platforms.
on deck. Yeah.
Now, sneakers or heels?
For the rest of my life,
Yes, ma'am.
sneakers.
Shout out to comfort.
Babe, like no, sneakers. Heels are very cute and amazing, but for the rest of my life, yeah. There was actually a time where I didn't ever wear sneakers. I thought sneakers were like so boring, and I always used to say to people like, if I have to buy my own shoes and use my own money to buy them, I'm gonna buy something that looks good. And it was always heels, but like practically, it just doesn't work,
Makes
my
sense.
baby. No, definitely
that.
sneakers.
Okay. Would you rather? I always see in the night life, but I want to hear from you. For the rest of your life, going out or staying in?
For the rest of my life,
Yes, ma'am.
I'd stay in because you can always invite people over.
Right? Both bodies
Yeah, like, yeah.
unite.
I love to go out. It's always fun. I always have a great night. Shout out to Montana. Last night was lit, as you can see. But, yeah, I definitely stay home. I like to sleep, guys.
I love that.
I love to the electric blanket this year has changed my life.
Listen, that gas heater as well.
Like, life-changing.
Okay. Thank you for participating in my little game.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lebogang, aka Stana, and welcome to Femme Verse, which is basically a collective dear diary where we hold uninterrupted conversations. Joburg has many characters.
Okay.
I'm joined by one right about now.
Ooh.
My lady.
Oh, no. I can already tell where this is
Please introduce yourself. What is your name?
Constellations Clovers on with 2 N's and 3 Z's. Okay. Period.
Listen, pure gold to this day. I love it.
Oh, no, that video has been trending and it's so crazy because people always somehow think maybe I haven't seen it or maybe I forgot because they always say, I just want to ask you something. Do you remember that video? I do. You're like the third person to ask me.
Today.
Yeah. Like people talk about that video all the time.
I love it.
But it makes people feel good. I like that.
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Real television amazingness.
I'm just going to offer you the stage to introduce yourself. Who are we speaking to?
Well, my name is Moozlie.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of things, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm a bad bitch.
She's a jack of all trades. She's a powerhouse.
That's what I do, man. I do a lot of different things. I think it always just depends on which capacity you'd like me to be in, you know, when we have a conversation. But I'm Moozlie, yo. I'm the baddest.
You heard it from her. She's phenomenal. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, mama.
I don't think people know that you won Miss Benoni 2010.
Yeah, I think the real stans do know that. But a lot of the things that I'm doing now, I learned doing pageants. Like I was part of a modeling agency called Rampage Modeling Agency, and they used to put together these pageants, like Model of the Year, Miss Benoni, and I entered Miss Benoni and I won. I was Miss Benoni 2010, which is the most, and I always say this part because it's true. It's the most important year in our country's democracy after 1994.
Yes.
So that's a big deal. That's a huge deal.
It is.
Please put some respect on my name.
Real quick.
Miss Benoni,
Thanks.
2010.
In case y'all didn't know, is that where the birth of Moozlie came about?
Yeah, I guess so. I definitely learned a lot of things in those times that I still use to this day. It taught me a lot about representing something that's just bigger than you know. Yeah, I guess so. At that time though, I was really just living, I was just enjoying. I didn't really have a vision or an idea that this could actually be a job. This is something that I could do to like, you know, really live my life, change my life or whatever. I was really just like, I'm Miss Benoni. I'm the baddest bitch in the whole city.
Hello.
Like, guys,
Hello.
it's me. Like, it's
Speak
really,
to
really
me.
me.
Nicely.
Like, honestly, like I was just like having the best time. Yeah.
I love that. And 2 years later, VJ into research.
Yeah.
I want to know, you know, I've seen clips of how long these lines get. And I think people don't understand like how you need to psych yourself and everything, you know, preparing for the auditions and all. I want to know, what made you stand up? Standing in that line, what was your thought process? How did you go in there? Feeling like,
when I did the MTV based VJ search, I knew that I would win.
Yeah.
Like I had never been so sure about something, and that's actually probably why I did win. I'm so glad you brought me back to that. I needed to hear that, girl. Like I really knew I'd win. I had been to so many auditions, and even really big public auditions, you know. And I had learned so many little things along the way, even just about like the line process. It's such a long line. I slept in my car the night before. Like I was hosting at some club, and they're not even hosting. Oh, I wasn't hosting then, please, I wish. At that time, I was working for 4Play Media, and I think we had an event at Icon the night before. And then I went back to the house probably at about 3 a.m., showered, packed my stuff, did my makeup, and then went and slept in the car. And then I was like wearing like, I had my outfit underneath. I just needed to like wear the jacket for the actual thing. And then I just like wore tracksuits and like flat shoes so I could just be comfortable. Like just little things that you learn to like prepare yourself, you know?
It's all I don't think people understand the work that happens behind the scenes.
Yeah.
To get to where you are.
Yeah. And I think just also like your energy, you know? What's so crazy is, do you know Caddy?
Yes.
Caddy and I stood together.
Really?
Like Caddy was literally behind me in the line. We spent that whole day together.
Wow.
And we did a lot of auditions together. Like back then it was like a thing. Like you see how like the influencer girlies are like all friends and they put each other on and it's like that. It was like that for auditions to be like, yo, Kusasa wanna meet a career guy. Hey, there's wine happening every trendy. Like we really used to just like put each other on in that way. And it's so amazing to see him like, you know, coming into his own and doing his thing in his way, because the person that I stood with at the line, he's still that guy, you know, he's still that guy. And it's so beautiful to see how he's just managed to like do his thing, like YFM, MTV, all the influencer stuff that he's doing. Like he's really killing it.
I love it. Yo, you guys really come from far.
Yay. Babe.
For sure.
Like,
I know you know, and all of us know you have a distinct voice. Right? So I want to know, did you branch out into voiceovers or were you approached?
I started doing voiceovers at MTV. It was just one of the things that I needed to do as a presenter. I had never even really thought about it. Like I've even said this before. Like I never actually thought about voiceovers. I was just so inside. Like I was saying to you, like when I was looking at the game, I didn't think about it like that. I was just watching. Like I was just actually being entertained. I was just a viewer. Like I didn't think that there are agencies, there are brands, there's marketing, this is advertising. Like I didn't think about it like that. I was just like, this is so cool. I want to do it, you know? So when I started working at MTV, like they really just, my mind was blown at the level of like, oh,
This is it.
it's not just like 6 p.m. I'll be on your screen. It's actually like, it's a lot of work. So yeah, I started doing voiceovers at MTV.
Is there any brands that we can look out on of, like, where can we hear a Moozlie voice?
Geez, I do at least 2 voiceovers like a week for like a whole lot of different brands. Right now I'm doing a really hectic Take a Lot campaign. Yeah, they're doing a big thing. So, and I've done like 6 scripts, because it's like they have a different script for every channel. So KFM has its own script, YFM has its own script, KFM have their own script, so I'm doing that. I recently did like a really big KFC one as well that people might have seen, which is like recurring. I don't know, like I do so many. It's really wild. Like I'll do like one of the weirdest ones of just like Z Channel. Do you know Z Channel on DSTV? It's like a Indian channel where they have like Bollywood, like you know, like yeah, like I do that. I'll do Channel O, like I do all different stuff like Vodacom. Like sometimes I'll even just go in to do like a one-liner. Yeah, like I do a whole lot of different stuff. But I think the Take a Lot one people are really gonna see, because like wow, that took me to Voice Over Olympics. Like it was so many different characters, so many different scripts. But it was really cool. I enjoyed it.
I love that. Now I know your short hair is signature to you, and with the world that we're in right now, it's wigs. So I want to know, are we gonna see a Moozlie in a wig?
Yeah, definitely. I always take it back to the wigs, especially after like dyeing and bleaching my hair. And I'd also like to like let it grow a little bit now. I want to do like old school, like you know when I had the finger waves. Like I want to take it back to that. So I'll need to like let it grow a bit, but it's difficult because you like will wear a wig to like make your hair grow, but then like the glue is like frying the hairline and then it doesn't work, so then you have to cut it again. So I'm really blessed that like short hair can be like my default setting, because a lot of the time when I revert back to the short hair, it's either one, the hairline is now frying, or two, like I get the invoice for hair at the end of the month and I'm like, oh hell no, I'm going to cut my hair today,
real quick,
like today.
I get that. I love that.
Yeah.
You stood out for me, especially because of the short hair back in the day.
Thank you.
You really stuck. I want to know, looking at your life now versus 10 years ago, what's that moment where you felt like, I made it?
Geez, honestly speaking, now I feel like I'm actually always just chasing the next thing. Like I don't really realize that I'm like standing inside a moment that I've worked hard for, you know. And you find that like you always make it. Every day is like a victory moment. Like if you're in the space that I'm in and you do the things that I do, every day is like, wow, we thought about this, we did it, that's cool. But I think, like the MTV moment really changed my life. You know, I think that really started a lot of things for me that I never ever foresaw. I just wanted to be on your TV. Like the fact that I was on MTV Base, I was like, oh, I'm really inside. Like that was crazy, because I just grew up watching Sizwe on MTV and it was just like, yo, that's high level. That's like, that's really, really elite, you know. I never imagined that I could do something like that. So, yeah.
Well, your God don't wear flip-flops.
God don't wear flip-flops, my baby. I love that so much.
I know these past couple of years have been hard on all of us. We've lost a lot of our icons. And it's so, like, I can't even explain your strength, because you're always showing up for people while showing up for yourself. And I just want to hear, like, what's your thought process? Because I know it must be emotionally and mentally taxing. Like, how do you make sure that you're always filling up your cup all the time, recharging?
Just praying, man, and reading the Bible. I think sometimes it definitely does get tiring. And on a human level, you're always just like, do I have to do this? Do I have to show up for this? Like, and there are moments like I'm learning to like set boundaries and just be like, no, you know, like I do want to do it, but no, I can't. I'm tired. Or I'm like, you know, but I don't know. Like, I really just tried to live my life the way Jesus did, and whenever I always showed up, even if it was like 2 days late. Like, you could have been dead in the tomb, but when he pulled up, he made it happen for you, you know? So I really just tried to live my life like that. Just like, just give back, just help, just plant a seed, just show love. And I don't always get it right. I think it's such a blessing that my intentions are seen and felt in that way. I don't always get it right. I'm sure like there's some people who watch these interviews like, oh please, she's lying, she didn't come for me. It's like sometimes I can't do it all, you know.
Right.
I can't do it all, but I really do try, because I think that's actually what we're ultimately called to do. Just to love and be of service to people.
On the topic of helping and being of service, I know you are uplifting the women and children in Benoni. I want to hear about that. Where did it start? How did it come about? Is there anything we need to look out for?
Yeah, I mean, we always just try to do it in a really cool, organic way. I don't have like a fund, or like I'm not a super philanthropist or anything, but when I did the Miss Benoni competition, that competition is actually, it's a charity. Like they set up the whole thing to like raise funds for a woman and children's home that supports people like who have suffered gender-based violence, rape, all the terrible things that women go through in South Africa. So we just try to help in whatever way that we can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not really something that I can like be a super claimer of and be like, we do this and we do that. I know there's people who really do it on a hectic level, but we just try to help where we can. You know, it's really just about helping.
I know you're working on something. I just want to know what it is. Kill Bill, the JR. I need to hear it.
That was actually supposed to be a Valentine's shoot. That's so crazy.
It's August.
I know, right? Life happens, and it's so beautiful how it worked out for my whole Women's Month tour and gig guide that I'm on right now. But that was actually supposed to be for Valentine's, because I was trying to do like an anti-Valentine's, like a fuck love type of thing. But literally, Keenan died like a few days before Valentine's, and then like Valentine's was cancelled. Like it became the like most unimportant thing ever. I think at some point we thought about it because we're like, oh my gosh, we have to do something for Nadia. But like it was supposed to be a Valentine's shoot. So we've been seeing it, and we've been like thinking like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do? How are we gonna use it? But like I think Women's Month was just the perfect opportunity to like drop that. But shout out to him, like he came with the whole concept, he shot it, the whole team, like they really killed it.
Shout out to Jerry, he's talented.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Thank you so much. Wow.
No, Hannah.
Cheers to that. Titulo. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you, and all the best on this. I hope
Thank
it's a huge success.
Thank you so much.
And please invite me back when you're like on a big situation. You must remember I was the first guest.
Thanks. Thank you. It's a wrap.